Hey Kyle, how you doing?
Hey Dave, how you doing today, boss?
I'm doing great. Good to talk with you.
Man,
Kyle Lewis.
pleasure to speak with you. Hold on, let me put my
What?
my famous hat on real quick.
Bro, that looks fresh. It even has the sticker on it.
Yeah, man, I've been using it honestly for a while. I like to keep my stickers on, make it look fresh, make it look real
I do
nice.
too, man.
Yes, man.
You
I
make the hat
appreciate
look
your hat.
good.
Oh yeah. I love the hat, man. I need some more. Actually, I need some more pearl. I was about to tell you about that too.
All right. Well, Kyle, I can tell you're staying warm this winter with that beard.
What? Yeah, you gotta keep the beard nice and right. Gotta
All right.
stay warm.
Yeah. Are you living in a cold climate?
What? I'm in Baltimore, Maryland right now, and it's freezing down here, man.
Yes.
Freezing down here in Baltimore. So yes, it's pretty cold. It's like maybe like 20, maybe 30 some odd degrees right now.
Yeah. Same here in Indianapolis. It's cold.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. You can keep that, man. I know it's pretty wintry up there. The snow and everything. We ain't got no snow right now. It's just pretty cold, but yeah, I know Naples probably got the snow and everything.
Yeah. So, are you doing wholesaling in Baltimore?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It was from your video and Mac's video that had me a little spot to like really take the full force and like really take the bull by the horns and grab it, like just go with it.
Really?
Yeah. So I gotta thank you and Max personally, man. Thank you. I mean, I got a chance to meet Max up, man, but now I got a chance to speak to you. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. So when did you get started?
Oh man, I got started back in March, around the beginning of March.
Okay.
And it was kind of like an up and down thing. Like a friend of mine, Kenny, he was doing it before I was doing it. And, I was telling him about you guys on YouTube and stuff like that. He was like, yeah, I heard about him. So, we were just driving in my car and he was just like, hey, you like this guy right here got for sale sign in front of his yard. And I was like, oh yeah. And he was like, man, you gotta check out the DealMachine. I was like, DealMachine? What the heck is a DealMachine? So he was just like, don't stay no more here. I'm gonna send you the link. So he sent me over the link. I downloaded it, and then I was just like, wow, just checking it out because it was like so many features on it at the time, from which of course I was totally oblivious to. So I was just like, all right, just start playing with the app and start seeing the benefits from it. So I'm like, I said, I see what I'm about to do once I leave from this guy. I'm about to go ahead and just take it on a world tour.
Right. That's amazing. So when did you do your first deal?
I did it 2 weeks ago.
Really? So from March until now, you stuck with it?
Stuck with it all the way through, man. Because it was one of the things was like I kept seeing the benefit from your videos, from Mac's videos. Then from your videos, I started messing with Wholesaling Inc. And then I seen some of their stuff from Brent Daniels for the TTP crew. I was just like, wow. From there, I just knew it was so possible. So instead of me just falling out and just was like, man, it's just one of the apps that's just going to take your money away. It's not going to be beneficial. I really seen the benefit of it. It's like, no, you just got to keep working at it. And then you got to follow up. And that was more so my main thing was I was never really following up. I would just get the pictures, I get the numbers, call them once, and then that was it. I kind of go on like afraid mode, scare mode. But, after watching the videos from y'all, it was just like, what's to be afraid of? Like, if you want to make it happen, you got to take action. So
yeah, you do have to make it happen. It's not as scary as it seems. And everybody that I've talked to, they've had the ability to focus on something for a long time if they've been successful. And you're a great example of that.
Yeah, man, listen, it was a long road. And I'm talking about people tell me I'm crazy. People say you need a license. The people saying like, it just don't happen like that in Baltimore. People, without a license, without going to the schooling and paying for the traditional stuff, you're not getting deals. So I was just like, nah, me personally, I was like, nah, I don't believe it. Because I've seen too many of y'all videos that like, it was just a given that you can do it if you just keep putting forth the effort. So it was just like, I could do it. I got to do it.
100%.
Yeah, I'm doing it. So hold on, let me show you my first contract. Like, if I could turn this camera around, I don't know if there's a way you can do that. Oh yeah, boom. Here we go. All right. So this right here was my first contract right here. And
I love it.
Got this on 11/13/2019. And this is my first check. And I got this on the 5th of December. My first assignment check.
Kyle, that's amazing.
And I was able to make close to $7,000 on my first assignment check.
Yeah, you were. That's awesome.
So yeah, I thank you guys, man. Because if it wasn't for you to actually tell me to keep pushing forth and keep going, man, I would have just said forget about it. I'm gonna stick to my 9 to 5 and just try to keep on working. But not no more.
Nah.
I see the golden gates now. Nope, not no more.
That's right. Man, I'm so happy to hear that, Kyle. So what was the, where did that lead come from? What did you notice about the house and all that?
Oh man, straight driving for dollars lead. It was actually 4 blocks away from where I lived at. I was funny story. I was going to get something to eat. It's a store called Stoko's, which is like right around the corner from the house from which I found. You know, just grabbing it, going to get something to eat, and I happened to ride past there. It was boarded up, but it looked pretty nice though for a boarded up house. I mean, the grass was like a little bit high, but it was a lot of trash in front of y'all. You can see that people were just throwing their litter and their garbage just on that particular front yard because I guess they knew it was nobody living there. So, you know, I went ahead and DealMachined it, found out that the owner had passed away. So it was a probate deal. So the owner ended up being a brother, ended up giving it to the sister. And the sister lived in Virginia. So me and the sister, you know, I did my report with her, and she was just like, yes, Kyle, I'm looking to sell the home. I've been looking to sell it since like yesterday. So I'm like, wow. So, you know, we and her got to talking, and she was very, very good on her numbers. Like, she didn't ask for a whole lot. She just really wanted to get rid of it. Like, she was just in a desperate place with the city because she had liens on the property. So she was just like, Kyle, if you can pay whatever you can, that you ask, well, basically what she was asking me, she was like, you know, we can get the lien lifted and we can go from there. So I'm like, all right, cool, you know, just taking all the information down. But honestly, I still did not know what to do because I was like, city liens and all that. I'm like, who I gotta go through to get this, you know, to get this lifted up. But just, you know, of course, Rhino went through, as y'all say, just doing the Rhino thing. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna find a way.
Charge through.
Yes. So what I ended up doing was I ended up getting a sign from Home Depot, and it was one of for sale for home owner signs. I put my number on there, and a guy ended up riding past, another buyer. He ended up riding past. He seen my number. He gave me a call. But I'm not gonna lie to you. This particular buyer, he had an attitude like no other. Like, he had an attitude like he brought every single thing in the city. Like, he owned 50 houses and he had like 100 more in a different state, and he was just, you know, big Jaffe Joe. Like, you couldn't tell me anything. So I didn't really like his demeanor, so I kind of like just didn't really go with him. So, you know, I kind of just continued shopping it out there on like Facebook and the Let Go app and the Offer Up app. And I came across some pretty good people. I actually came across like four good people. So I ended up adding them to my buyers list. So that actually worked out pretty well. But in the long run, the city had wanted like a rehab plan for the house. And none of my buyers who I had could come up with this rehab plan. So I was like kind of stuck in like a rock and a hard place. So I ended up calling back the asshole buyer. Excuse my French. I'm sorry.
All right.
I don't mean to use that term, but I ended up calling back the guy who gave me a lot of trouble. And he and him ended up getting a good conversation going. And he was just like, yeah, Kyle, I work with the city. He like, I know about the attorney. I can get the lien lifted. He was like, you know, just let me get it. So me and him ended up discussing numbers and ended up coming to a good price. So I ended up sending him over the contract, and he sent over the earnest money deposit the same day to the title company. And then within that following week afterwards, we ended up closing on the deal.
Wow.
Yeah, but it took a lot of effort because in the midst of all that, like, I ended up going in the house, and a lot of buyers was telling me like the house was just too messy, too dirty. So at the time, I really didn't have the money to get it cleaned out. So I went ahead, masked up, cleaned it out myself. It was three floors, but I ended up cleaning the whole 3 floors by myself, everything by myself. So yeah, I mean, I'm talking about from looking to a total disaster to like utmost like a clean canvas. I did that all on my own for real. So I think that's kind of what made the numbers go up a little bit, because he kind of got to see the potential in the home after I cleaned it out.
Yeah.
It looking like a squatter house to just a clean canvas.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I got videos and everything on that too, man. Like, cause I was just truly amazed that that I did it without a team, without like trucks and everything available. Like, I did it all by myself.
That's how you got to do it when you're starting. That's how you got to do it. And then I love that you've got it on the wall now. Hopefully that serves as motivation to do your next one. That $6,500 was pretty cool.
This whole wall is about to be filled up with nothing but deals. That's the goal.
Bro, I love that. I love that.
Wall deals. Thanks to the DealMachine.
Well, thanks, man. Let me ask you something. How many deals do you have in your Deal Machine account right now? Do you know?
What? At least over 300. At
Okay.
least over three. Like everywhere I go, I find houses because Baltimore, unfortunately, has a lot of vacants and rundowns and stuff like that. And actually, the city is actually trying to get into like a dollar housing, whereas they about to start selling houses for $1 again. But the catch is you got like rehab it on your own and get it out there to the mass market. But yeah, like it's a lot of vacancies in Baltimore, stuff like that. So kind of I use it pretty more often than some. So yeah, the Deal Machine has definitely been my best friend. Plus, I can get skip tracing the snap like that with the people. So I
Right.
love that.
Right. Yeah, you can definitely get the instant contact info if you're right in front of their house. But let me tell you this, Kyle. We usually say it takes, at least minimum 200 properties in there to get one deal. So to get that second deal, I would highly suggest consciously adding more, trying to consciously get above 400 as soon as possible. Does that make sense?
It makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. And I would keep in contact with that original 200 too. Don't just be like, oh, okay, well, I guess there wasn't a deal there, because it's all about timing, so.
Even if it's a little outdated though, because I mean, this was months and months of, putting in work. So you think even though it's been months, I still should reach out to these folks?
Well, when was the last time you reached out to them?
Great question. Since this last deal, honestly, I put them in the back burner. I haven't even reached out.
So here's why I think that it's important to keep following up with them. Yeah, even though they're since March, I don't think that's old yet, because their houses are all run down, right?
Of course, yes.
Yeah, and how long? I mean, they didn't get run down overnight. Like, they've been run down for a long time.
Facts.
So just because you come along doesn't mean they're ready to sell their rundown house. Now that you know about it, you can continuously be in front of them so that when a life-changing event happens, you're the one they call. And because the house is run down, when that life-changing event happens, not if, just when. Like, it's a numbers game. It's going to happen for one of those 200 people you got in there, 300 people, excuse me. They have two options. They can either sink a bunch of money into it themselves and sell it on the market with an agent.
Sure.
They probably won't want to do that. They'll probably prefer to sell it for a discount quickly so they can move on and deal with the life event that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
It makes so much sense, though. It makes so much sense. And I don't know why I never thought about it like that. But once again, thinking, I guess, more the abundance it's like, yeah, you got to think that way.
Yeah. So I would say, the default is 21 days. I would say with those leads, maybe bump those up to every 4 weeks.
Okay.
So it's a little bit less frequent, which is easier on the budget, but it's still frequent enough that you're kind of always there in front of them when that timing works for them.
So question with that being said, what if like you sent out mailers and the mailers seem to come back to you?
Okay. Great question. So you should treat those like gold. If the mailer comes back to you, turn off the mail in Deal Machine. And actually, it should turn off automatically for you to save on your budget, because we get it barcode scanned and we turn it off for you when we get that information from the Postal Service.
Okay.
What we do with those leads is skip trace them, because that means every other investor out there buying a list or whatever that these people happen to be on, maybe, they ain't getting a hold of them either, because the mail's bouncing back to everybody. So by taking the extra step and skip tracing it, you're narrowing the odd, like you're making the odds greater that you're the only one going to be talking with them, because you had to do an extra step that a lot of people aren't willing to do.
Okay. I never see, once again, I never thought that way, but that's perfect though. That's so perfect.
Yeah. And get this, even really big investors, they'll spend $30,000-$40,000 a month on direct mail. And they're doing such high volume, Kyle, that they don't have the time to skip trace and research each one that gets bounced back. They're just spraying it and seeing what comes in. So by you being lower volume and being able to take that time and investigate those return mails, then you can get deals that the large guys in your city aren't able to get, because they're not able to take that time at that scale.
Mind blown right there. Hold on, let me.
Dude, it looks like your Deal Machine hat has a crease in it.
Yes, because I wear it so much. That's why. Oh, I said I need some new apparel.
I'll get you a new a code so you can get a free new hat.
Awesome, man. Please send over the codes. I'm ready to purchase anyway because after this deal right here, yeah, I can give you a few new things.
That sounds awesome, Kyle. Dude, thank you so much for doing the call today. I appreciate it. It was like a huge honor to be able to talk with you. And
yes, thank you. And I plan on speaking to you more because I'm planning on knocking out some more to the end of this year.
Let us know.
Of course, I got to. I gotta let you
know. Ooh, okay, all right. And if you're willing to play along, I'm gonna maybe. My goal is to give you something about DealMachine you don't know already.
Oh, lay it on me.
Give me. I'll try to do it in 3 tries. Okay.
All right, I'm listening.
All right. So the first thing is, did you know that you can export your leads? Do you export your leads? Do you need to do that?
Believe it or not, most of the time I don't really export anything. I'm kind of like hands-on with it. So if I see property, I just automatically send it straight to DealMachine. Cool. But believe it or not, I have caught leads from different realtors. So sometimes I might need to offset those and send them over to my, export it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So there's 2 ways to do it. So the second thing I'll tell you is you can filter, if you go to the list view or the grid view, you can filter all those deals by every which way you'd ever want. And so you can filter them by deals added the last week. You could filter them by owner occupied or absentee owner, any of that. And then from that menu, you can click the 3 dots on the right and actually export any of those deals that you have filtered.
Okay. That's a note right there. All right, cool. I actually got a list right behind me in this folder. Yeah, in this orange folder right here. So I'm going to definitely send that on over then. I'm going to definitely send it over.
Awesome. Yeah, and then the third thing, let's see. The third thing is once you've gotten, I would say, a few more deals under your belt, you can actually hire somebody or a few people to drive for you. We have like a page. It is part of the enterprise plan, but something that you could think about whenever you're ready to scale after you've done a few more deals.
I'm still ready to scale up, man, because I know I can do much more once I scale up, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little afraid of scaling because
not yet. Don't do it yet. Keep going. Right. Keep doing what you're doing. What's working now. But once you get into a rhythm, then you can kind of picture and have that repeatable income to be able to scale more.
Okay. All right. And would you recommend me scaling like far as using outside talent that's like outside of Maryland, or keep it all in-house?
Yeah, I would say keep so are you asking me if you should go to another market or if you should stay where you're at?
Not necessarily another market, but using like maybe people from Cuba or Philippines to kind of like help me far as like with my leads and stuff like that goes, and like cold calling people, stuff like that, generating leads and bringing them over to me so I can, transfer them over to deals and stuff.
Well, what I was thinking and what I usually recommend is have somebody boots on the ground that's driving for you 20, 30 hours a week.
Okay.
Because then what you can do is you can focus more on like the marketing that's coming out, the calls that are coming in, meeting with sellers yourself. And does that make sense?
It do make sense. So I just still need to build up what I got and get the boots on the ground here, and then I guess take it from there.
That's what I would recommend doing.
Okay. All right. That makes a lot of sense. That definitely makes a lot of sense. Plus, I guess I could be more hands-on with them with the boots on the ground here than anywhere else. So
right.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now that's number one. That's one thing you're talking about, the export. Now what's the 2 others?
Well, I was going to say the other thing was the filtering. So you can filter all your deals. Not a lot of people know that. And then the third thing was about the team members. So we have an enterprise training portal where you could hire somebody hourly, or you could post ads on like Craigslist, Facebook groups, and get people to sign up for the app and add properties for you there that way. So we have like a landing page you can direct them to, where they can learn about working for you, what payment structure you use, where you want them to drive. It's all part of this like training portal to help get a funnel of people coming into you and adding properties for you. And that's part of the enterprise plan.
Okay. Oh, that's the enterprise plan. Okay. So I still use my DealMachine, but I got to go to a different part of the program to access those features.
DealMachine Enterprise is a higher level plan that lets you have up to 300 deal finders out there driving for you. and it gives you the tools to recruit, train, onboard them like I described as well. Same app, it's just a higher level plan with those additional benefits.
And I'll be able to track each one of them. You said up to 300 people?
Right. Yeah, you could track where every single one of them drove, how long ago they drove. It helps you coordinate a team like that. So that's something that you can put in the back of your mind for whenever you're ready for that.
That sounds beautiful right there.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I could build a strong team off of that one. That's definitely sounds great. Okay, I never knew. Once again, mind blowing. Wow. All right, cool. Dang. All right, man. Thank you for giving me the heads up on that. I'm gonna definitely look into that one.
You're so welcome. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate it.
Anytime, David, man. Anytime. Is there any summits coming up? Because I know you know firsthand when the summits be coming up. Any 2020 wholesaling summits or anything close that you might know of?
Yeah, I'm going to the two in February. So one is Max Maxwell's We Live 2020. Okay. It's in Atlanta. And then the other one is I'm going to go to Quentin Flores. It's called Wholesaling Ground Zero. He's going to have Vanilla Ice there. Vanilla Ice is a real estate investor.
Get out of
I mean, a whole bunch of other people too, but that's right after.
Vanilla Ice is a real estate investor? Oh,
he is.
Man. Wow, I can imagine him buying one of my properties now. That'd be great.
You show up and you might buy a property.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Speaking into existence, you know?
That's right.
Awesome. I'm gonna look into that. At least definitely Max Maxwell's.
Absolutely.
You say Atlanta in February?
Yes.
Cool. I probably can make that one. I definitely can make that one. Yeah.
Awesome. I'll see you there.
Awesome, man. I'd love to see you there too, man. Can't wait.
See you, Kyle. I'll send you a new hat.
Later, man. And I appreciate it. And yeah, definitely don't forget to send me the code so I can get some more apparel.
I will. Thanks, man.
Thank you, man. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.